Hello everybody and welcome to the New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Foxwoods Resort and Casino 301, the 18th race of our third season of our NASCAR Heat 5 2023 mod career mode here at New Hampshire. Of course, as we look to continue a streak of good momentum here, got a top 10 last episode in Richmond after the win in Canada. Of course, stories of the race, Chandler Smith has been dominant all weekend and is starting on pole. Kyle Larson's arrival, as we know, and Zane Smith's rough summer continues, having to start at the back with an unapproved body modification during qualifying. So here we go. We bring back the Best Buy Chevy here for our home track here in New Hampshire as we are green and underway, and the Magic Mile. Who will find magic and find themselves victory lane today? We'll find out as Chandler Smith leads from the pole here. Right away, this opening lap of racing. Already run the outside of Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson through turn 1 here in New Hampshire. Working the outside of Kyle Busch now, being very aggressive on the start of this race. Trying to get as many positions as possible. We bounce off the wall right there. Secure 13th, and then Larson puts us in the wall as the rival, so I'm not too happy with that. So I send it by him into 3 and 4. Get underneath Josh Berry and Denny Hamlin. A little bit of contact with Berry, but a nice clean 3-wide pass down the inside of our teammate of the one of Ross Chastain for 9th place. So we're already up in the top 10 here in New Hampshire. A great start, up 6 spots from the drop of the green here in this opening stage. I have the inside of Chastain, now the inside of Chris Buescher through 1 and 2. Buescher having a solid another top 10 start to the day, but he's starting to drop back a little bit on the start. Clear, not quite. Buescher still there on our outside down this back straightaway for 8th place as we go into 3 and 4. We'll clear Buescher there. And start sights on Blaney and Byron up ahead, running in 6th and 7th. Now, next up here, we send it in 3 and 4 underneath the 12 of Blaney. He's a rival, so he's just beating and banging on us here as I'm trying to force my way by him in the 7th. A very physical battle for position, as it's always going to be from basically now on the rest of the season with our rivals. We just got to tough it up and use them up to get by them. That's honestly just how it works. Else we're not going to make the passes. Now we're getting really physical with Ryan Blaney. Gives us another shot. So we slam him up the racetrack, finally forcing ourselves clear for 7th down. The backstretch a few laps later, we have now caught the 6 of Brad Keselowski. Of course, very successful here at this racetrack here in New Hampshire. Many wins were in his time with Penske, and has had some solid runs with RFKs. You get around Keselowski for 6th now. Now 8 to go in the stage, 2 laps later. Here comes the 5 of Larson. Larson looking to take 7th away. I'm trying to hold on to 6 to go through the corner. We get too low on the track. Slide and we spin. We spin out of 2. We go around. Larson gets into us. We do a full 360, but save it. Keep it going in the right direction. Very minimal damage sustained. No caution. We continue here in 7th, but a huge loss of time on the racetrack. 3 seconds now behind Larson and 5 seconds back to Byron in 5th, who we were chasing down. Now you have to fight Blaney again for 7th. He's going to stick us in the wall down the front stretch because he's an absolute hack. So in the 1 here, give Blaney a huge shot, showing my frustration like, hey man, I appreciate the way you're racing me there, putting me in the wall down the front straight away. So unfortunately, he takes 7th away. Now we got our teammate Chastain going by to 8th. Just like that, we slipped down to 9th place. So later that lap, we're not catching back up to Ross and Blaney. We send it to the inside. Chastain, luckily being the middleman here, allows me to go 3-wide bottom and not have to deal with Blaney slamming into me. And on exit of 4, we'll force our way clear of Chastain and Blaney back into 7th. We go here with only a few laps to go. So you're in trouble. The 43 Eric Jones blows a tire into the outside wall in lap 10, slams into Corey LaJoie and Sam Mayer here at the back of the pack. Problems for Jones. No caution. We stay green. He pulls down the pit lane. A few laps later, here comes Hamlin trying to force his way by us for 7th. We slam into him down the whole straightaway to keep him behind us. Of course, he's a rival, so he used to start driving into us right away, so I wasn't having any of his BS. So I've dealt with enough of it already today. In this opening stage from the rivals, we've had to race to the front of the pack, and Hamlin will get his way by and clear us there down the front stretch. 3 to go in stage 1. He's in the 7th, but we throw a nasty crossover with a deep dive bomb here into 1 and 2. Slide job clear of Hamlin. He does a nasty crossover right there. I mean, I can't even hate on him for that. That was nasty right there. That was clean. Yeah, he gets back by us in the 7th. We're continuing to fight him. Chandler Smith absolutely dominating this first stage. Looking to get the stage victory. Denny and I, huge contact to 3 and 4. Getting very physical now as we door slam him through the middle of the corner. We're almost wrecking onto pit road. We somehow both avoid disaster right there and continue this fight with just 2 to go in stage 1 here in New Hampshire. So we just get ahead of Hamlin through 1, and then down the backstretch, we're coming to turn 2. Sheldon Creed blows a tire. The 36 goes to the outside wall, comes back up the track directly into the outside walls. I get the camera figured out here. He slams into the outside wall for Creed. Huge hit there. The 36 is destroyed, and you see me flying by him right there. And then Hamlin slams right into him. Big stack up. Haley, Blaney, Bubba, 4, 5, 6 guys all stack up there, piling in the back of Creed. He's now driving backwards. down this backstretch, driving towards oncoming traffic, which is definitely not good. He slams into Austin Hill, who gets cleaned out for no reason because of Creed's just tomfoolery. And we come home in 7th to round out Stage 1. Chandler Smith dominates and gets the Stage 1 win here in New Hampshire. Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, and William Byron in the top 5. Larson is 6th, we are 7th, Hamlin 8th, Chastain 9th, and C. Bell will earn the last stage point here in New Hampshire. As there's Creed's destroyed car right in front of us. So we get back underway here in Stage 2 from the 8th position after getting some repairs on the restart. And William Byron, of course, purposely slows down to avoid Kyle Larson so he can drive directly into me and try to wreck me, you know. Totally makes sense. But then we force our way by Byron. Don't worry about him anymore. We're into 6th now. And start sights up ahead on the top 5 with a couple of Hendrick drivers. I mean, 3 of the 4th. So the rest of the Hendrick guys not named William Byron. You got Bowman, Larson, Elliott up ahead, field up there. We send it by Alex Bowman to the inside for 5th with a huge dive bomb slide job, and it works. As now we're going to the top 5. We take 5th away from Bowman. We continue working our way 4th, field up there, back underneath Kyle Larson. The two of us going to do battle once again here, of course. A lot of history between Larson and I throughout this 3 seasons of career mode. Lots of rivalries, destroyed race cars, carnage, and chaos. And it continues as he puts us on the wall down the front stretch here in New Hampshire. So I take a more conservative entry to turn 1 and wait until 3 and 4 next up to drive right into Larson's quarter panel, move him way out of the way, cost him multiple positions on the racetrack as we move into 4th place here. A few laps later, trying to hold off Hamlin through 3 and 4, and the caution comes out, so we decide to come down pit road. We're actually the first guy I think that pitted here in 6th, but of course LaJoy, because I don't know why in the world he's a rival, but he is, so he just drives us directly into the wall for no reason. Typical hack LaJoy things, but we go by him here on the outside through 1 and 2, get a huge run and exit swing between him and Keselowski. Clear LaJoy and start sights down, getting back by Keselowski for 4th and Josh Berry for 3rd. As Berry, LaJoy, Keselowski, Hamlin, and Reddick stayed out trying to play some strategy. We're already by the Fords. In the 3rd we go, field up there, we give a shot to Hamlin, 3 wide dive bomb, getting to both Hamlin and Reddick, who are both rivals, to try to go for the lead, but we just way overdid that corner with that dive bomb. Completely missed the exit and slide right back down to 3rd with Kyle Larson on my back bumper with 8 to go in Stage 2. I get back inside the 45 of Reddick, just force my way by him and go right by Hamlin. And just like that, we have now taken the lead here in New Hampshire. Hamlin going for the crossover. We throw a massive block a few laps later. Larson is in 2nd. He's starting to heat up my back bumper now. The 5 trying to get the stage win. He gives us a shot right there through the center of 3 and 4. Moves us all the way out of the groove, and Larson takes the lead back. I throw a huge block on Denny to get that momentum by getting the push from him, and we send it back underneath Kyle Larson. Show our frustration in turn 1 by once again for the 2nd time today, driving right through him in the middle of a corner. As we get the lead now on exit the corner, Larson gives us another shot, and the rivalry continues. Lots of contact today between Larson and I, just like last season, I believe. He and I were fighting viciously here in New Hampshire, and it continues. Now here comes Hamlin to the inside as we went a little bit too deep on entry to the corner, washed up off the bottom of the track. And now Hamlin, who came down pit road, by the way, the lap with Reddick. Now here comes Chandler Smith. The 18 is back. He's on the same tires as us, and he's taking the lead with 2 to go in Stage 2. I give him a little bump and go for the crossover on Chandler here, trying not to let him sweep the stages today. I want to get every playoff point possible so we can get as much insurance as possible in case we have any bad races in the playoffs. You never know what can happen, especially with the variety of tracks that we have in these playoffs. Now we send it back underneath the 18, and Chandler Smith contact made at the 18. We got into him there, but we clear him for now through 3 and 4, and we'll be leading into the white flag of the stage. Last lap of Stage 2 here at New Hampshire. Can we hang on to get a stage win over the hard-charging and clearly faster race car of Chandler Smith, who does unbelievable. Somehow gets to the bottom there. We block him through 1 and 2. We slide too high, and Smith back to the inside. Here comes Chandler Smith. He has been on a roll lately. He takes the lead down the backstretch. We throw a massive crossover, dive bomb into 3 and 4. Contact made again as we get physical, coming to the green and white checkers this time. Values to get the stage win. Larson trying to make a 3 wide, big contact. We're slamming into each other, and we will hold on to steal Stage 2 from Chandler Smith and get a much needed playoff point. Smith 2nd, Larson 3rd, Bowman 4th, Hocevar with a great top 5 in the stage there in 5th. Bell 6th, Justin Haley, very impressive for Rickware Racing in 7th. Daniel Hemrick, much needed good run in 8th. Austin Cindric 9th, and William Byron earns the last stage point as we somehow beat Chandler Smith back to the line to win stage 2 here in New Hampshire. Back underway, 27 to go. We got some repairs on that last yellow, so that's why we dropped back to 5th here on the restart. But right away into 1 and 2, 3 wide with Hocevar and C-Bell. No contact made with them. Back into 3rd, getting physical with Larson. This time we just straight up hook him down the back, just trying to wreck him. He pins us in the walls. This time we just turn him head on the outside. But Larson's wrecking. We're all slamming into each other. Big trouble. He goes around in front of the pack. Haley and I get into it. Hocevar makes contact as well. Larson's day is ruined. He's way behind the pack now. No caution though. We stay green as we clear Haley for 3rd and set our sights on Hocevar now for 2nd going into turn 1. So we just send it underneath Carson here. Very aggressive dive bomb, but we managed to avoid any contact, I believe. I don't think we touched them there, and we clear Hocevar and exit and move into 2nd now. But Chandler Smith already has a huge lead. Now later in the race, William Byron heating up our back bumper, being very aggressive, trying to get by us. He's a rival, so we know he's going to do that kind of thing for 2nd. And here we go next to the corner. He's going to do exactly what Larson did. He's going to get into us right there, so we lift, let him by. And then the 3 and 4, get a nice run on William Byron. Dive to the inside now, make some contact, trying to pass him. I mean, as clean as I can for him being a rival. We clear him there, he gives us a shot next to the corner. Completely moves us out of the way, so I'm not having that at all. Tries to turn me head onto the wall down the front stretch. So this point, I'm completely fed up, 20 to go. So I slam into William, going into 1 and 2. We're almost wrecking onto the apron here. A very physical battle, allowing Hocevar and Haley catch up. Byron gives us another shot and boots us out of the way. At this point, he's about to cost me 4th to Bowman, so I'm like, all right, enough of this. I let Bowman to my inside, and I just full on send it right into the back bumper of the 24 and dump Byron into 3 and 4. He goes into the wall. He goes crashing. He gets what he damn well deserves. So now we're into 3rd place, setting our sights on the 48 of Bowman for 2nd. Chandler Smith way ahead in the distance with 19 to go. He is gone. And he's going to bring home his 2nd win of the season and of his career, as he got done at Gateway just a few episodes ago, trying to do it once again on a flat, short oval here at New Hampshire. Chandler Smith really becoming a threat on these short tracks in the Cup Series. Could become a threat for this championship with this win. He'd be only the 2nd two-time winner, tying Bowman. Of course, I am ahead of everyone with 5 victories. Bowman still on our outside, still fighting for 3rd. And here comes Justin Haley to the inside. Haley looking for some positions. How about that Rick Ware Ford up in the top 5? I hit him with a nasty crossover and just dive bomb Alex Bowman until we get big contact made, completely move him out of the way. I didn't mean to be that aggressive there. He's got a little bit in over man. Now Haley into 2nd. How about this? Rick Ware Racing having the best run of their life right now, into 2nd place here in New Hampshire. Justin Haley, what a drive. He has been on today, but we just clear him on exit of 4 and take 2nd back and try to drive away. And right as we do that, their caution will come out. And so we will come down pit road and a mixed strategy. So with 14 to go, we dropped down to 19th. So I believe we're the only car on the lead lap that took tires. So basically we're on fresher tires than everybody else, and we got to fight our way by the rivals of Reddick and Hamlin, who are both squeezing into us, so we all just get into each other. Clear Reddick, send it by Hamlin and Keselowski in the 3 and 4. Just get to the inside of Kyle Busch, give him a little nudge right there, get by him and Byron. Hamlin forcing me into these other cars. As we move into 12th, got to the back of Stenhouse, trying to go by him for 11th, but Hamlin continues to be a thorn in my side. 13 to go now. Hamlin gets blocked by Byron as we try to get by Gilliland, who's being a pain as well, as he's a rival for 10th. I mean, we've got rivals all around us: Gilliland, Byron, Bubba, Hamlin. It's like we cannot escape this chaos as we try to break back into the top 10 here to get by Gilliland, which we will. And now into 3 and 4, we send it 3 wide bottom on the inside of Hemrick and Wallace. That is for position number 8. If we can get by the 23-31 exit of 4, we squeeze into Daniel Hemrick. Unfortunately, I tried to give him room. Didn't work out. He lives. He drops down to 10th. We take 9th and 12 to go. Now we send it on the inside of Bubba Wallace through turn 1 and 2. We make that pass on Bubba into 8th. Next lap later to the inside of Gibbs and Chastain 3 wide. And we take 6th place from our rival and Gibbs and our teammate in Chastain. Block tie on exit to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. A few laps there, we're now on the inside of Justin Haley to break into the top 5, which we will do. We go into P5, and as that happens, Stenhouse blows a tire from 11th, and around goes to 47 to Ricky Stenhouse. He hits Austin Hill, then back, puts himself in the outside wall. No caution, though, is called. So Stenhouse crashes, no yellow, and now we're working the outside of Christopher Bell for 4th place here, trying to get as high as we can in the running order. How about that? Carson Hocevar up ahead of us is in 2nd, having one of his best runs of his career, probably 2nd to that win in Talladega he got last season, where he stole that one from Allmendinger, Elliott, and I. And now Bowman on the inside, Hocevar. Bowman takes 2nd away. We take 4th away from Bell. Take that momentum, crossover Hocevar to the inside. Just 9 laps to go here in New Hampshire. Chandler Smith has set sail. He is gone and looks to continue the Joe Gibbs dominance here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway with him, Bell. So many wins are now. A few laps later, we got to the outside of Alex Bowman for a second, doing what we have to do to try to move into this runner-up position, and we get a nice run here on exit of turn 4, get a nose ahead of the 48 down the front stretch, side by side at the line. We edge him out, just 7 to go now. The battle continues for second between Alex Bowman and I for this position. An intense battle as we try to clear him, very aggressive through 1 and 2, exit of the corner. Bowman stays on our inside and the battle continues. We have a second back to Christopher Bell as we both continue to fight as hard as we can for the second spot. We just get ahead of the 48 right there by a hair, and then we get good momentum here on exit of 3, exit of 4. We'll clear Bowman and move into second place here in New Hampshire now. Like 3 laps later, we go on the inside and we slide, nearly spinning the same way we did earlier in front of Larson. This time we save it, but we do give second up to Bowman. And now with 2 to go, we send it right back to the inside of Bowman, trying to take the second position back to at least salvage that on the day. And we will with a nasty slide job next to the corner. We move into second place, white flag in the air, final lap. Presented by Credit One Bank here in New Hampshire for Chandler Smith with a 5-second lead over myself. He has been the dominant car of the day. He has been the man to beat. He dominated stage 1, won that stage, dominated stage 2. He came home second and now is about to dominate the final stage and win this race. It's to 3 and 4 for the final time. What a performance. Chandler Smith wins at New Hampshire. His second win of the season and the second of his young career. As through 3 and 4, we get a little bit too high right there. Have to come down to throw a huge block on Bowman. We narrowly hang on to come home in the runner-up position in second here at our home track in New Hampshire. Still a very strong day. Proud of the team and the effort we put in to get a good finish right there. As now you look at your final race results. Of course, Chandler Smith dominates, gets the win, becomes the 3rd multi-time winner this season, joining Bowman and I. And then, of course, Hocevar and Reddick having really good runs running out your top 5s. Bowman was 3rd, Hocevar 4th, Reddick 5th, then Seabell. Denny Hamlin gets some good top 10 runs. How about Justin and Haley? That Rick Ware car was really, really fast and comes home with a well-deserved 8th place finish. And then Byron and Chastain run out the top 10. See there through the rest of the grid, Daniel Hemrick, a good top 15 run for him. Back-to-back top 20s for Sam Mayer. Then some tough runs for Kyle Larson because he messed with the wrong fella. Chase Briscoe backs up the winner of the 24th, and Logano crashes out of the race. So look at your updated playoff grid. Now only 8 races remain until the Cup Series playoffs begin at the Southern 500, and we remain at 4 drivers in on points with William Byron, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, and Ty Gibbs all extending their gaps to the bubble, which now Carson Hocevar has moved up to that just below the bubble position in 17th, trying to fight his way into the playoffs. Barry McDowell, Kyle Busch still on the outside looking in. And as always, before we end off this episode, I want to do what we always do, and is give a shout out and a thank you to all my channel members, which remains as my man, Jeremy Isley. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being a member, Jeremy. I couldn't have done this without you. And of course, if any of you else want to become members with us, the link is in the description down below. Hit the join button and you will get access to exclusive perks, such as early access to videos and other fun perks. So until next episode, I hope you all have a good one.